Hello, dear friends. Have you ever wondered what that feeling inside of your body is, the one that we call longing? We long for something, we desire something, we want something. Have you ever wondered what is that? There's most of our lives, we just live life without really questioning or wondering or inquiring about what's actually happening. And so we don't even know what it is. It runs our lives. It makes us unhappy because there is, for most people, a feeling that something is missing. So that's the misinterpretation of that feeling of longing, as far as I know it. But have you ever paused when you really want something, when you long for something? Have you ever paused and said, what is this? Instead of letting it drive you out, hoping to experience or get something that will make this feeling of longing or desire go away or be fulfilled. It's very, very common. It's probably the most common thing that we do when we want something. We go and try and fulfill something that we're hoping that we don't feel anymore that something is missing, right? Because that's really what is behind it for most, where you feel like, oh, I want this. And then we immediately flip over to, I don't have it. And that's not a comfortable feeling. So there's a tendency to shut off this feeling of longing and then go out there to try and get something so we don't feel this. Of course, the other side of that is, and that's what I've talked a lot about you can watch my whole playlist about longing because I started it a long time ago when I really realized what longing really is or what true desire really is. So when you pause and don't interpret it and don't cut it off or contract around it or tell yourself that you either can't have it or it's never going to happen to you or there's something wrong with me, I can't have my needs met. That's the covering that I also have talked a lot about. And I think it's actually really important that we keep looking at this until you pause and say, okay, now I want to know what it is. And it doesn't have to be like a deep, heartfelt longing where you're just so, you know, um, unhappy and melancholic. It can just be something like, I want that. I want something. And then when we question what that something, when we have it, what it will do for us, then we realize that what we want is peace, feel loved, um, feel connected, fulfilled in the flow. Many people also say, I just want to live the divine life. I want to be connected to the divine. So there's a whole gamut of experiences that go with that when we check into it. And they're all fine because when you start engaging with them or doing a little inquiry around them, it's all going to go back here, right here, boom, right where you feel the longing, right where you feel the longing, not over here, not over there, not even over here. It's going floop, right there where you feel like, I really want something. I long for something. We normally don't say desire, but that's kind of also what's underneath it. We desire something. Now I invite you to pause and get really, really curious about this feeling here, this feeling that you call longing, or I want something, or I'm missing something. It's just here. So now let's go here and feel that. What kind of sensations do you feel there? Before you interpret it or tell yourself something about it, basically, what do you feel there before you contract around it or protect it or put a layer of something so you won't feel it? It's before that happened. It's the purity of that feeling of longing or wanting something. That's where we need to go. That's where the fulfillment lies. So I'm going to say that that feeling of longing that we all feel more or less, at times more than other times, that feeling is basically the divine moving through you. It's not a selfish thing. It's not something you can't have. And it's not even something you have to do something for to get it. If you change that connection or interpretation of what it is, if we just change it a little bit, so next time you feel this longing for something, see if you can really pause. Now that you've heard this, you may have heard it before, and go, okay, so what I'm feeling here is actually the divine. This is actually God. Really? Is God that close? So this is where all these beliefs that we have accumulated for lifetimes, they'll show up. So we can look at them, we can engage with them in a way so we can help them see what is real. But what is it like for you to hear me say that the longing you feel in here somewhere, something like, oh, when longing is like, oh, I want that. Then leave that, whatever that is, and go to I want, I long for, I desire, as a real felt experience in the body, a felt sense experience. I would say for most of us at this point, that might be the shortcut to God. It's not the only one, and there are no shortcuts, but maybe just to shortcut the mind for a moment and say, I'm not going to listen to all that stuff that I can't have it, that blah, 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 blah. I'm going to go straight for the felt sense in here. And then I'm going to try out, okay, what if this feeling is God? Then what? What is that like for you? What if this thing here in your chest, in your belly, maybe your throat, just this whole area, if you feel this like, oh, I want that. Can you just separate the mind and the reasons you can't have it? Can you separate yourself where you just feel the sensations in your body? Breathe into them. What if it is true that these sensations is equals the divine? It's divine. You feel the divine moving through you as maybe an expansion of something new you can experience. something more expanded, coming out of the contraction that we have been telling ourselves, I can't have that. But underneath, just telling yourself you can't have it, it's not going to make the longing go away, is it? It might make it worse. Because then it's like, oh, I really want it, but I can't have it. And you might go into a depression or something. So, why don't we just try for a moment together and just feel that feeling of whatever you long for, whatever you long for, bring it up and let yourself feel in your body what it feels like. That feeling is God, is the divine, is your I am presence. Not outside of yourself, not a God up on a cloud. Your I am presence, your divine essence is speaking this way, is communicating its presence. It's like, oh, is that God? Wow, if I don't turn away from it, it feels really good. Is that how God feels? Like this love and expansion and fulfillment and warmth. That's what you will feel when you let yourself feel what you long for. How does it get better than that? So it's not something we need to go out there to create, to manifest, to do all kind of pretzels around ourselves to make it happen. We just go here and we stay here and we come back here. Can you feel it? This is where we need to go, inside, inside our heart, inside our own presence, our I am presence, inside our soul, maybe, because that is what we feel moving as longing, fulfillment, something we want. It's not wrong, it's not selfish, it's exactly right. The only thing that's wrong is that we've been turning away from it. And here is my invitation for those of you who listen, who take this to heart. Give it a try. Give it a try. Take a day. Take a whole day, and every time you feel you want something, just let yourself feel it's like, yeah, I really want that. You can say it out loud. Might be a little scary in the beginning because like I can't say that because that's all the mind stuff. That's the false matrix that's been saying, no, you can't have that. No, you can't have God. No, you can't be God. No, you have to suffer. You have to struggle. You have to uh, long or miss things, lack things, right? You can't just be all of that. And I say like, well, maybe that's nonsense. But it's for you to find out that when you let yourself feel that with a yes, and I have done a number of little meditations that you can listen to, so it will just take you there. I feel moved to share that again today, even though I've talked about it so many times. I think I want to put in these little nuggets regularly. Um, Because we tend to forget. We tend to get so lost in a world where there's just misery and chaos and war and insanity. It's like, who am I to walk around feeling my heart, feeling what I want, what I long for? What about all these people who are lacking and being killed and being this and that? I can't do that. I have to contract too. And, I can't feel better, more expanded or more loving, more at peace. Is that true? Why do you think that is, if that is your experience? You see, the more of us do this, the more we help dissolve this by identifying with that contraction. You're just adding to it. It's not helping. It's not helping. That that's another false matrix lie or program. So here's the invitation again and again and again and again. I'll do it as often as it comes through me. So now come back here, feel the longing, know that this is the divine moving in you, maybe wanting your attention. I think so. And then let it have your attention and hang out there and find out what happens. Where you let yourself like, yeah, I really want that. I really want to feel peace. I really want to spend more time with myself. I really want to feel more connected to my friends. Stay with that. Feel that every day. And then see what happens. And please comment below and let me know what it's like for you to do that. Of course, I'd also love for you to like and subscribe, share with your friends. If you want to be part of my email list, you can go to my website and just join the list. You'll receive a little free book, a little ebook. And it's all about what we're talking about here. It's all about connecting back to ourselves and realizing that we are what we've been looking for. As soon as we stop moving away from ourselves by not loving ourselves, by not listening to what's real and true and alive in us, then we stay disconnected. So, my friends, I look forward to hearing from you, and I will see you again soon.